Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. Today, let's talk about the upcoming transit of Ketu in the nakshatra of Uttaraphalguni. Now, recently I posted a video. It was a quick preview on what is the true meaning of this transit, where I said this one line: this transit is going to hit your soul to the deepest. And there were some people who got afraid. Oh, I don't want to get hurt. I don't know how to explain. But when you are on this earthly plane, every creature, every living creature, they will see this pattern of life, the highs and lows, the good and the bad. And I think the true spiritual essence of life is to not to control what's happening in your journey, not trying to control how life is treating you, but having control on your reaction and how you are taking your efforts, doing your work, your choices. So Ketu's transit from Sun's nakshatra, it's definitely going to touch your soul. It can make you happy. It can make you triggered or sad also. Because whatever touches your soul, it brings big change in life, your perspective, how you're going to take actions in life. So Ketu's transit in Uttaraphalguni is a great time of cleansing of your soul, of your mind, of your body. Ketu is about the act of letting go. Rahu brings in the need of, okay, I want this, I want that. It creates illusions. Ketu, cuts the cord. And whenever Ketu cuts the cord, Rahu brings something new into the picture. So that is the game of Rahu, Ketu, snakes and ladders. But yes, Ketu in Uttaraphalguni is about soul searching. Ketu in the nakshatra of Sun is all about leaving everything which is important for your ego, but not healthy for your soul, not healthy for your happiness in a long term. All right. So, what is Uttaraphalguni? Well, it's a part of a nakshatra, the Falguni Nakshatra. There are two nakshatras, Purva and Uttara, and they fall in Leo. It's Magha, then Purva Falguni, and then Uttara Falguni. And Uttara Falguni, it's a bridge between Leo to Virgo. Okay, so Magha is this peak of success. I'm on my throne, great achievement, ambition, the ego is fully satisfied out there. But after that, Purva Falguni brings the lesson of life. You must know about seasons. You must know about the different phases of life. Whatever reached to a peak, it will go down. So Purva Falguni brings the very essence of enjoying life, and everything is temporary here. And then Uttara Falguni is that very late season of spring, which shows that it's time to change. It's time to prepare for a new season, to prepare for something new. All that softness is going away, all that spring season is going away. Time to start your journey again, to do that work again, to initiate again. You want to grow something in life. So that's what Ketu in Uttara Falguni is doing, to shed away many things in life. And especially what you really want, but it hurts you so much. It really alters your thinking, anything you desire, but it's far away from you and it impacts you so bad. So letting go all that stuff is the very essence of Ketu in Uttaraphalguni, and understanding the seasons of life. This is what your soul is learning here. And yeah, I know, like, the wisdom I share here, some people, they really don't enjoy because, okay, leave it. So Ketu in the sun's nakshatra, a very vital transit. This is the time when Ketu will move from Virgo to Leo. So yeah, it's significant, and it's happening on 10th of November 2024, and this transit will last up to next year, July 2025. Let's get started. Let's see how this is going to impact each and every sign. You can listen to this analysis as per your ascendant or your moon sign as well. For Aries, this transit of Ketu in the nakshatra of Uttara Falguni is about removing internal blocks. There are two kind of blocks you might be facing at this time. One is the competition, and the competition making you feel very unworthy. It is challenging you in such a way that it is constantly reminding you of something which was never respected in your life, something about your journey which was always questioned or challenged. So, this competition challenges that aspect of your life. And the second way is you becoming your own block, you blocking your own happiness, you blocking your own path. Maybe a sense of unworthiness, maybe a sense of no, I can be better, I can do better, I need to do something great to feel validated. You have to let go these doubts. You have to let go any kind of competition or challenge for right now, because it is not serving you anything great. You have to just surrender to your work, the quality of work you are doing, whatever efforts you are making right now. Just do your very best, and also a great focus towards your well-being and your health is required. It's not about what you eat, but what you are consuming, what your mind is consuming. It is impacting you very deeply. So, this transit for Aries people is about focusing on your happiness, focus on every tiny bit, focus on every small moment of life, and try to enjoy, try to be happy. And yes, don't focus much on your obstacles right now, because maybe the people around you, the very close people, they may block you, they may make you feel that you're not sufficient, you're not doing enough. Maybe this is the case at the work front, maybe this is a case of financial stagnation you're dealing with. So you don't have to be very anxious and worried about it. This will also go away. You have to embrace a state of happiness, you have to be healthy. That is what is required in the current period. For Taurus, this transit of Ketu in Uttara Falguni Nakshatra is all about finding safety and security. Finding that inner peace is required, and for that, even if you have to go away from familiar people, you have to do that. Because at this time, you're trying to seek some validation. There is loss of power, or there is loss of happiness. You feel a bit like you need that motivation, and you seek that motivation from everything you have done for other people. You seek motivation through the work you have done till now, something you have given birth to. Maybe it's your children, maybe it's a work project, maybe it's something you did with so much of passion in the previous years. But you have to let go that, because Ketu right now is in fifth house, and Sun rules your fourth house. So let go of something you created, you invested time into that, and you still seek happiness from that particular thing. So letting go that and working on your identity is significant. Like, you are absolutely worth it. You don't have to seek validation from anyone around you. So that is the major focus. For some people, it is also about change in the skill set, change in your path with respect to career. You want to learn something new. You want to advance your skills, maybe changing your professional field, because it is something about your sole purpose. You want to change it. Whatever you might be doing, you're not very happy with that. It's not aligning with your purpose. It's not aligning with your happiness. So that kind of shift and change is going to happen. You want to feel happy about yourself, about your journey, and you have to do certain changes for that. So you may change your skill set, you may learn something new at this time. Some dissatisfaction from children might be there. Or maybe you have to work more. Maybe you have to sacrifice something for someone who is very important to you at this time. For Gemini, this transit of Ketu in the Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra is about dedication to self, dedication to what you have promised to your own self. Listen to self, complete that work, do it. The Ketu in the fourth house may remind you of certain obstacles, failures you might have witnessed in the recent past. I know you tried, but you failed somewhere. And it will impact your self confidence in a great way. It may reduce your self confidence. It may also impact your sense of worth. You may get very particular about even your physical appearance, how you look at this time. But I think the message is clear that you need to move forward. Take baby steps, take care of yourself, your health, your emotional well being. Ketu shows certain memories or emotional experiences from people where you expected love, but you got hardships, you got challenges. It's difficult to overcome that. A closed emotional state, stuck on something, and you have to move forward. You have to take yourself ahead. This is where you have to work the most. And also, this transit shows a short distance journey. Maybe it's traveling to your home place, maybe it's traveling to a spiritual place, and it will change your path. It will bring that positivity, that threshold which is required to move ahead from difficult thought process. It's like you're blocking your own way at this time. Your thought process is blocking you, so it needs to go away. Or simply, you really need to learn to talk positive about yourself. Positive thinking, positive reinforcement is significant at this time. For Cancer, I think there's a major focus on family life with this transit of Ketu in Uttaraphalguni, since it's ruled by Sun and Sun rules the second house. Something needs to be taken care of with respect to home, with respect to family. There is love. There's love for someone in the family life, and you want to give your time. You want to be very dedicated towards that person. You want to surrender to this person, and you want to make things better for a particular person. So that dedication is happening here, and that dedication can do magic. You're improving someone's journey at this time, and Ketu makes you a very selfless person in this transit, since it's transiting from third house. That surrender, that selfless service is happening. But also, it's a time to review your own journey, your actions, your plans, your strategies. I think you have drifted away from what truly you wanted to have in life, what your plan was, because you were too busy working for others, giving a lot to others, I think you have drifted from what was your main plan. So Ketu brings the need to go back and review it, see what you can do to initiate that dream, that plan again in your life. It's important for you. See, Leo rules the second house, which is the house of values. So something important for you, it's your value. You you love that aspect of your life, and it's time to revive it, to work on it, but with a different plan, with a different way of thinking. Actions needs to be very different. Financially, also, I see some challenges where you may try to focus on saving your finances. You want to accumulate some resources for future. It could be finances, it could be some resources with respect to home. So that is a major theme at this time. For Leo, this transit of Ketu in Uttaraphalguni is a very spiritual transit for you. It's life changing as well, because since Ketu is transiting from Nakshatra of Sun, Sun rules the first house of self in your chart. So there's a change with respect to how you view your life, how you view the world. So that very boundary between you and the world, how you see everything around you, how it connects to you, how it impacts you. Everything changes from here, and it is more about self awareness, realization of who you truly are, and also learning about not seeking validation from people, learning about not to seek your worth from especially the family, I see, because Ketu in the second house in Virgo, some difficult experiences with respect to family, certain bonds with whom you are stuck. You feel stuck with certain people, like there is no escape, and you have to work for them, you have to work along for them. So, in the process of that, learning to embrace self, learning to see what's important for you, nourishing your soul by doing meditation, taking care of your well-being. It's not about physically taking care of yourself, but emotionally, spiritually, working on yourself and your strength is something important for you. Ketu brings disconnection with some people. There is major disconnection with some bonds, with some people. With them, there was always this dynamic of control, controlling your life, controlling your journey, controlling your actions and your path. So you are claiming your own power here. There are some differences between you and certain family members, or with certain people with whom your values doesn't align in that way. So focus on self is a major thing, and also use your resources and your finances very carefully at this time. For Virgo, this transit of Ketu in the nakshatra of Uttara Falguni is about complete change in your journey, in your decision making, in your life, in the way you think about your life, because Ketu is transiting from nakshatra of Sun, and Sun rules over the 12th house of isolation, subconscious. It's a house which is very important to make things distant. You have to stay away from something which is not very nourishing towards your soul, and now you take the decision to be distant from that. It could be unhealthy relationships, it could be unhealthy workplace. So there's distance here in order to preserve something, and there's also dissolution of something, a memory, a connection, a very difficult aspect of your life. Now you don't want to pay attention to that, and you're focusing more towards positivity, focusing more towards your happiness. And you're not at all thinking about your personal gains at this time. Very selfless way of living is going to happen. All you want to do is to take care of yourself, not trying to acquire something, not trying to get a gain out of everything, but in a very simple manner, living life in a very soft and a sober manner, and taking care of your own needs before you can do anything for anyone else. Taking care of your own needs, preservation of something, like fading of certain memories, trying to heal from something, and then preservation of something which is very beautiful about you, about your essence, about your happiness, about the way you live your life, your skill set. You're preserving something. You're not using it much right now. Preserving of resources so that you can use it in the future. Overall, a time of resting, a time of peace, and yeah. Ketu may remind you of certain memories of past. Ketu may remind you of something where you felt very neglected, but it needs to heal. That healing initiates in this period, and you will choose to heal yourself emotionally, spiritually. There's many changes are happening for you. Internal changes are happening for you. For some people, it is also about traveling to far distant places, and you will feel such beautiful change happening in your life. For Libra, this transit of Ketu in Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra is about some kind of confusion in your professional journey, or it is simply a confusion about where to go in life, how to navigate at this time. Because right now Ketu is in Virgo in the 12th house, and Sun rules your 11th house, the Lord of Uttara Falguni. So this is about trying to find more clarity in a certain aspect of life. You want to gain something, you want to achieve something. It could be career, it could be a connection, it could be social networking. You want something to beautifully grow in life. It's important for you. And sometimes when we do a lot, like we overcook certain things, so it doesn't help us at all. So trying to keep a balance towards your goals, doing it beautifully, whatever you are doing right now, but don't overdo it. Don't be so, I would say, worried about it. Let it be. Like, give some space to whatever you're trying to do in life. Give some space to your people, to your connections. That space, that opportunity to grow things is important. Like, let things grow by themselves. This is what you have to learn. In order to achieve something, you don't have to constantly chase it. This is what the Ketu wants you to learn. And Ketu also being in the 12th house wants you to learn about surrender, not thinking much about the outcome of something, but to be in flow with life and time. And also it shows that there is something about sleep before going to bed at night. You have to follow some ritual. You have to create a routine so that you can sleep well. You can take care of your mind as well. So you have to create a schedule before you go to sleep. It could be skincare, it could be reading a book. Like, that is the point of focus, because that act of self-care is going to bring great gains for you. It will change you and your path completely. For Scorpio, this transit of Ketu in Uttara Falguni Nakshatra is about some dissatisfaction in their career path. No, it's not about that you are not doing enough. It's just that there is some comparison happening between you and certain people at the work front. And then you feel very limited. You feel that others are getting more privilege, or you feel that your hard work is not paying enough as other people's hard work is paying. So there is some dissatisfaction with respect to the gain, the profit, the reward you are getting. Or Ketu shows long-term pending result of something, reward of something is pending. And it will come to you at this time. It will be released to you. It could be that you will completely forget about it and then it is given to you. It's released. Ketu here is testing your ability to let go or to not focus much on that reward, that profit, that gain. Not getting too attached to the outcome of something. It could be a connection, it could be a work project, it could be a business profit. It impacts your career because some rules this 10th house of profession and how the world views you. So some change in the career may happen. You may feel a bit dissatisfied. You want to make things better. So you may review your work, your plans, and you may make a new strategy. There is some struggle with identity, like how the world views you through your work. You're focusing too much on that during this transit, and that needs to go away. It will be hard to, draw a line between the personal journey and the work. This is a very important theme for you very soon. Rahu goes into 4th house and Ketu comes to 10th house. So you don't have to attain that strength. You don't have to seek your worth always through your work. Like, you have to be very confident that you're doing great thing. You're doing wonderfully. You're giving your best shot. There is a need to focus more on internal happiness. Ketu in the house of networking. So others, they look more promising. Their life looks very promising. And it keeps you dissatisfied. So major change towards how you view your life and your work and your actions. Some important changes may happen. For Sagittarius, this transit of Ketu in Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra is going to bring some kind of a luck, a big change in your life, maybe with respect to career. It could be moving into a different state or country, very unexpected way, or it could be a bit confused about a certain opportunity, feeling restricted. You don't want to embrace that opportunity because it may bring a difficult work schedule. It may bring long duration of work, but it will change your path. Like, there is this short period of confusion and challenge and difficulty that maybe I'm at the wrong place, but it will go away. It won't be forever. You will be blessed with some luck here. The divine's blessing is here, and it will help you to navigate in your professional journey. And not just professional journey in general. If you are someone who is looking for your purpose, you're looking for a path, you want to connect deeper to yourself, and you want to care less about what the world thinks about you and your life and your work, this is what you're going to experience. More spiritual growth, more self-awareness, more detached from the outcomes of whatever you are doing, and also a great realization of why certain things happened in your life and how it changed you for better. That awareness is beautifully coming through this transit. And you may meet a guru, you may meet someone very significant who will really help you to realize how amazing you are. Like, someone helps you to know your true power and your worth. Because no one is telling you, you're not focusing on that power of yours. So someone else, comes into the picture and they guide you, they tell you how wonderful you are. Ketu shows some kind of identity crisis at the work front, taking things very personally, taking other people's words very seriously. Self criticism is something very evident in this transit. It may happen because you're connecting your worth to your work, maybe how people treat you. You're not looking at yourself for who you truly are. So that is the big change. Embracing the faith, embracing your true self. For Capricorn, this transit of Ketu in Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra is about a lot of healing. Sun is the nakshatra lord for Uttaraphalguni and it rules the 8th house. Something about your journey, a repeating pattern, something which bothers you a lot. You may heal from it, but you may come back to it again and again. This needs a great focus. How you can heal yourself and how you can really be in such a state emotionally that this thing stops bothering you. Because whatever happens, like repeating patterns in our life, the only thing which can stop that repeating pattern is how you react to it, how you take your actions towards it. So something needs to heal deeply, deep healing. It could be something about family, parents. It could be repeating patterns in romantic connections. It could be with respect to how you act in a certain crisis or situation. It needs to be completely healed and changed from here. And I think you have a beautiful support of divine with the Ketu in the 9th house, that you will be helped, you will be shown the way, you will be given the directions how to do it. So that internal healing, very intrinsic work is going to happen. And you will stand strong here. You will not allow anything to impact your worth, impact your respect. You will have that shift here. You'll be so confident about yourself. You're no longer, challenging your own self. Your emotions are not challenging you all the time and not destroying yourself completely. So this transit demands a beautiful spiritual change where you're more powerful, you know your worth, and something which hurts you constantly. It happens again and again in life. You're changing the perspective, you're changing your view about it. You're healing it beautifully, encountering your challenges in a great manner, and you attain a lot of strength. And also intuitively, you will get some information about your career path, about your journey, about your life, your relationships. It will guide you. Your soul guides you here in this transit. And there is travel. There's travel to spiritual places or travel to such destinations which will help you to get more confidence in life. For Aquarius, this transit of Ketu in the nakshatra of Uttaraphalguni, well, it's going to change your relationship dynamics. It could be with the partner, it could be with a business partner, marriage, it could be a romantic connection, because this is the nakshatra of Sun. And Sun rules the 7th house of contract. It is the house of certain ties with people, that exchange of resources, exchange of actions. So definitely there is some imbalance in the exchange. There is some dissatisfaction which you deeply feel. Your connections right now with the Ketu in Virgo, they demand some kind of sacrifice. You have given something. You have been challenged by some demand, something expected from you. So now what you have gone through in a partnership, or maybe it's your public life, it's how you deal with the clients, the people at the work front, something changes in you. How you're going to confront people, how you're going to be with them, how to get that exchange of communication, how to be strong and not sacrificing yourself all the time. This is the change the sun will bring. There is this spiritual change with respect to your identity, like how much you trust yourself, how much you are willing to face the world. This is important. This spiritual change will help you to face the world in a strong manner. You don't have to shy away. You don't have to sacrifice yourself, your things, to give a lot to people. How can you be your authentic self? How can you embrace your identity among so many people who are having different desires in life? Like, you're very different. What you want from life, it might be very different from others' desires, and yet you have to fit into the places, you have to fit in the society, you have to be in a connection, and you have to thrive. So that spiritual change which happens in you, because Ketu is in the house of rebirth, something is being reborn, and it changes your way of dealing with the world. It's significant. So overall, big shift in connections, relationships, where you will draw a line between you and certain people. Not constantly working for people who are selfish, they drain you. Now you know where to create that boundary. So some change and shift in contracts and connections is happening. For Pisces, Ketu in Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra. Well, this is the nakshatra of Sun, and Sun rules the 6th house in your chart. So this is about your daily service, the professional work you are doing. If you are in a professional setup where you have to work for long duration, like 9 to 5 duration, this is where you may feel a bit dissatisfied. You may feel overburdened because of work. You may feel that you have a lot of responsibilities and you're not having sufficient time to focus on your relationships, focus on the family life as well. So this transit of Ketu in Uttaraphalguni brings this need to take a break from work, because I feel with this, the people around you feel that you're not giving them enough time, especially the marriage, or it could be some kind of a work project. It could be simply, going out, meeting with the world and the people over there who know you, socializing. Ketu shows that limit, sacrificing something, sacrificing the socializing, not going out enough, not participating in the community enough, because you're so stuck with the 6th house, that is work and work. And work is not just here for wealth or for personal growth, but you are connecting it with your identity, that the more I work, the more I am important, which is not true. This is draining you completely. For Pisces, definitely seeking new work opportunities is also happening here. You may find new work opportunities, maybe short term, not very long term opportunities I see with this transit. And one more thing which is significant here is your wellness. Problems connected to headache or eyesight or anxiety, that needs a lot of focus and attention. How you live a certain lifestyle, what you eat, how you have a certain timetable, it will impact your healthy living. It will impact your happiness as well. So there might be, for some people, I see some break you may take intentionally to, take care of your health. Or maybe there are some health issues which may lead to a small break in the work, vice versa. And 6th house is also about, because Sun rules this house, so competition at the work front. That might be also a difficult thing for you. So don't give too much to the competition. Don't indulge too much. I think just doing your best is enough here. This is what the Ketu in Uttaraphalguni is showing you. Why this transit is spiritual? Because it will help you to understand the importance of your mind and your body. The fitness, the well-being is so significant if you want to continue with your growth in the material world. It first starts from the inner strength. So this is what you are focusing on, the physical and the mental wellness.